Hello again everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you haven't been here before, my name is Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and a very warm welcome to you whether this is your first time or you are a returning visitor. Thank you for coming and joining me today. So I'm here today to do a flip through of the little folio that I've made, and I'm calling this Tina's Tick Tock Flip-Flop. Because I've used the Tick Tock kit from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and this little mini series was just to support Tina because she's going through a bit of a rough time at the moment, and I wanted to do something to showcase her products so that hopefully you can go over and buy something from her shop, or if you're unable to do that, just hop on over to her channel, which will be linked in the comments below, and watch some of her videos and don't skip the ads. That's how YouTubers who are monetized on YouTube, that's how they make their money. So this is the finished product. I'm quite pleased with myself because I only have these few little bits and pieces left, and I'm usually awful when I use a kit. I print it out about 4 times and then I'm left with loads of stuff afterwards. So I'm quite pleased with that little stash that's going in my scraps box. So this, I haven't measured it. I've literally just finished this afternoon, and I'm trying to get this video done before my daughter comes home from work while there's no one in the house. So I haven't measured it, but this is made from junk mail envelopes. So that this is like a standard envelope that you get your bank statement in to give you an idea of the size. I've added some lace here on the outside over the spine area just to reinforce it, and because it matched the colours. And the closure is just a little piece of gauzy ribbon that I've tied in a bow, so that can just slip off to save me doing it up and undoing it and fiddling about with it on camera, she says. And now it won't slip down the lace. So on the front, this is excuse me, this is just collaged with different pieces of paper from the kit. This is a little ephemera piece from the kit. The kit actually comes in 2 parts. I forgot to say that. There is one part that is all of the journal pages, and then there is a part that's all the ephemera pieces, so that you can, you know, buy either or both. So this little ephemera piece I've stuck on the front here, and I've added 2 little buttons, just, you know, to make it look like that's what's holding that plate on, but obviously it's not. So we'll open it up and we'll look at this side first, because otherwise we won't get everything on camera. So on this side I have a tall thin DL envelope that's been covered in kit page. I've stuck on a piece of ephemera there as a belly band and tucked in another piece of ephemera behind it. There's another little label type piece of ephemera from the kit that I've just cut out, and then that flips up, and up here I've just stuck, this was part of the kit, I've cut it out and used it as a little tuck spot, and again I've just tucked one of the ephemera pieces in there. But then inside here is just a sheet of paper from the kit, and I have added on, now these do lay as long as you're careful when you open the paper. I've just added on these little labels that are not from the kit. I can't remember where these are from, I'm sorry. And that just tucks in this little pocket here, so that when it's sticking out on this side, you know, it's just finished off with that little label, and when it's poking out the other side, the label on the other side is the right way up. So when I took that out, you will notice that one label seems to be upside down, but it's deliberate. Then we've got some of the kit page here, This is another junk mail envelope, and inside I've just made a little journal card. This is just made from the kit pages, and sandwiched in between there is some junk mail flyer, and then trimmed with this little piece of lace so that that just looks nice when it's poking out of the pocket there. And then that opens this way, and then we have some stacked tuck spots here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 tuck spots with some ephemera tucked in. So if I take the ephemera out, you can see how that page looks. So there's just kit page in the background, and then I've literally just, this is just packaging paper that I've used to back and line things throughout the kit. We've got 3 of the little just random piece of paper there as tuck spots. This little gentleman is comes from, I think it's the Graphics Fairy, a paper doll collection there. And then this is just a piece of ephemera from the kit. This clock is the piece of ephemera from the kit that I've stuck on, and that label is from the kit as well. So they just tuck in there randomly. This is a piece of ephemera, but I've backed this with packaging paper because it had all these fancy bits, and I thought that would just give it a little bit of extra protection. And then this is just another piece of ephemera just cut out and tucked in there. So, you know, you could use them to, you know, stick things wherever or write on or what have you. Then on the inside of the front cover, I've made an envelope here from a piece of paper that wasn't part of the kit. It was just in my box of scraps. It was a large scrap, so I've just used that to make an envelope. I've stuck this piece of ephemera from the kit down. I've just stuck it halfway so that it acts as a closure to keep the envelope closed. And then inside again, I've just used a junk mail flyer, and I've wrapped a kit page around it to make a journal card. So I literally just stuck one side down, then flipped it over and stuck the other half down. So there's just a big journal card in there. And then that just tucks closed like that. Then this piece closes back there, and that piece flaps down back there. And then on this side, on the front of this half, we've got this little pocket from the kit with, I've just put one of the little labels on there and backed it with some tissue paper, and there's a little tag in there. Again, this is from the kit, backed with packaging paper, and behind this pocket is another little tag. This is just a piece of paper that was left over from the kit, backed with a different piece of paper that again was just a random scrap in my box. And then 2 of the clocks from the ephemera part of the kit, I've stuck one on each side to act as like a little tab at the top. So that goes behind that pocket, and this goes in the pocket. And then this opens this way, and again this is just a small envelope. You can see here I've stuck a piece of ephemera on there, and inside here we've got like a little faux note card or a little faux postcard. And on the back here I just backed this. This is actually a piece of, this was a junk flyer, a junk mail flyer that came through the door that was postcard size. So I've stuck a part of one of the pages on that side, and then backed it with just some blank paper that I had in my stash. I've popped on a piece of ephemera from the kit up there to sort of represent a stamp, a postage stamp, and then I've stamped it with one of my postage label stamps with vintage photo ink. So that just goes in there, or you could have it that way, you know, to make it more obvious that there's something in there. And then this side, this is just another one of those junk mail envelopes that I have collaged, and then I've put one of the ephemera pieces on the front there. Then this opens this way, and this is a pocket, and again this is not from the kit, this is just from my stash, and I've just popped a little sentiment at the bottom there that says collect moments, not things. And as this kit is Tick Tock and all clock related, I thought that worked quite well. And again, this is just a piece of junk mail that I have covered with paper, bit of lace on there, and that just slides in that envelope there. Then again, I've cut another piece of ephemera out and stuck that on as a tuck spot. And again, this is just a piece of ephemera backed onto some packaging paper and tucked in there. And that is a piece of ephemera that I've literally just stuck on there as decoration. And then in the middle here, I have popped on a belly band, and then this is just literally sheets of packaging paper. I haven't even stitched it together to make a notebook. I've literally just put it in as a scrappy pad. I've stamped a couple of the pages with a clock in vintage photo, and at the back here, once this slides out, we've just got a piece of ephemera popped on the bottom there, and that is a little pocket. And I think I might have something here ready to go in that pocket that I forgot to pop in before I turned the camera on. I had an envelope, a little mini envelope, I don't know where that's gone, but there's a couple of pieces there, they're not inked, but that, you know, they would just, something like that would just go in there. And that comes down behind there. In fact, what I could put in there is I had a whole page here left over. I could pop that down. That might go in there. There we go. So there's a whole sheet of A4 paper there that's been folded, tucked in the back there for even more journaling space, and then you've got your little scrappy pad there. So then that closes back that way, that closes back that way. There's nothing on the back. There's another journal card in the back, which again is just a piece of junk mail with paper stuck to both sides, and that just slides in the pocket at the back. And the back again is just collaged up with pieces of kit page. So that is Tina's Tick Tock Flip-Flop. I probably won't be able to slide this back on camera, will I? Let's see. Oh, maybe it's cooperating with me. So that just slides down there. Oh, I didn't take that one out, did I, and show you? Oh, how naughty. I missed this pocket. See, there's so many pockets in here. This front pocket has a journal card. And again, this is paper that was in my stash. It's not kit page. This is kit page. There's just a piece of junk mail sandwiched between those two pieces of paper. These are a couple of elements from the kit that I just stuck on, and then I popped that little girl on. She comes from the same Graphics Fairy kit, I believe, and the inside of this pocket is lined with kit paper so that when you take her out, there's still something nice in there to look at. So that's that. Can't believe I forgot to show her off. So that's the folio finished now. I'm so sorry for the lack of videos that have been going up. For those of you who haven't seen, my daughter was in hospital for 3 days the week before last. Literally, my husband went back to work after his 4 months off recovering from an operation, and the next day my daughter was in hospital. So she is now off work, home recuperating. So that has had an effect on my, not only my crafting time, but obviously my filming time. This is the only thing I've had time to do. So I'm really behind on everything I'm supposed to be making. I'm supposed to be taking part in a couple of things and recording them, but I just haven't been able to do that. I haven't finished my June design team project yet, and we're now in July and I've got another one lined up to do. So yeah, it's just gone a little bit haywire at the moment, but I hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get back to normal. I feel like I've spent the last 6 months saying that, but you know, it's going to happen at some point. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me today. I hope you are all happy, safe and well. If you have any comments or contributions you'd like to make, please pop them in the comments below. If you have any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But in the meantime, stay safe, enjoy your own crafty time, and I'll be back whenever I can. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.